Okay, so YouTube should be connected more or less now. There we go, it's all coming together, baby. Wrath, war, death, wisdom, judgment. Interesting. Just looking up the quintessons. Cool. Coolio, coolio. No one has been drawing in the thing yet. Oh, there's people here, never mind. Got it's Kits, I'm pretty sure, and Turtle. Nice. Welcome, you guys. Start drawing, you don't have to wait for me. I'm just turning things on. Alright. Cool. Dreams. What do I think of when I think of dreams? That's a great question. You have my brownie here, since I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I went to go pick up my friend from the doctor's office. They just needed some lab work done, so I went and picked them up. Technically, it's my friend's girlfriend. And is my audio getting picked up? Is everything okay? I'm getting some Discord notifications, which usually means something has gone terribly wrong. I don't have access to this art space. Okay. Very interesting predicament to be in. How do I... Drawing sessions. It's in the art lobby. How do I make sure that this is open to everyone? Admin. I am the drawing owner. Because I really want it to be so that everyone... Let me just open this to art lobby. How do you do that? See, wait. Only Discord. You maybe only have... Does anyone have access to it? Y'all are seeing what I'm seeing right now. So... How do I make things? Project settings. That's not a setting, that is the name. Projects info box for art lobby. Anyone with... I want it to make it so that anyone in the community, like in the Sprungs gang thing, can go ahead and do that. There's Turtle. Are you sure? Not here. Did you send them the link to Sprung's gang or the link to the last thing? Okay, this is unfortunate. Whenever I try to use the share button, it doesn't do anything. Turtle is. Here's like the members down here, the users. I don't know how Artfight works, I'll be honest. If I have to, what's it called, do that for everything, I'm gonna be very upset. Magma. Canvas. Make canvas open. Open to community members. Okay. That did not work. Everyone should be here, so how come it's not doing the thing? I'm trying to see if there's like admin settings, unblock all blocked users. There's no blocked users. Try now. Because the drawing settings don't let me do anything. How do I... Application settings, maybe? I feel like this is just like, this is not... Help. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Because, okay, so you guys are seeing what I'm seeing, right? I go to the art lobby and I try to hit share, I get a black screen. And I don't know what's causing that. Top right corner. Top right corner of this. Okay, but it should say only Sprungscan members can... I guess I can just copy the link. Here, I'll send this to you. I don't know where they are or how to get them the link. But why can you not draw for some reason? Multi-chat. I should probably open that up. Wait, can you draw though? I need to make sure if anyone can draw, because Turtle was here, but Turtle didn't do anything. So I'm concerned that nobody can access this. Oh, okay. That's fine now. Yeah, I hate the lettering so much. It is here twice. Most do not. That's just rude. The truth hurts. Can't you readjust the join settings? I have no idea how to. I think that's just a feature of Magma. But I mean, what is she still not able to join? What is the deal with that? Did she join the Magma community? Huh? She's not listed on the Magma community. Yeah, no, I know that's what I meant. I think because the canvas is inside of here. I know, because it's password protected. It's in the Discord. It's the first announcement when I do not have access to her, by the way. But this should be the one that invites you into the Magma. Did you not send this to them? It's open to everyone. You did. I don't know. Let's try moving it. I cannot change the location of this anymore. This is gonna keep the background, isn't it? Probably. That's gonna suck. That's unfortunate, I guess. path. Let's just try Control C then. Yeah, there she is. She's there now. That should fix it. Yep, there she is. I'm guessing they just did not click on the member invite. Hey! Whew. Okay, well, it's been 20 minutes and I haven't drawn anything yet on my draw stream, so I'm just going to go to layer and draw. Dreams. What do dreams look like for me? Oh, it's still on the soft. How do I adjust the pressure settings? Oh, I need. Okay, I cannot adjust how. Open advanced settings. Oh boy. Yep, it looks like you can't. Alright, good enough for me. Hey, how's it going, Roll? We're just doing some drawings. Same as it ever was. That's too far out there. Ooh, nice. Thank you, Odev, for the steak donation. So I figured out how these work, right? So you can basically just keep extending them forever. So you guys have forever to get to the points. And if it ever gets canceled, you guys get all of your points returned to you. So I am probably going to keep that steak to the high percentage that it's at. Nice. I'm glad to see there are people fiddling with everything. Hey, welcome, Turtle. I think we've got everything sorted. By the way, I saw you in here earlier, but you didn't draw anything. So, not sure what that was about. Really wish this had like a transparency flip. Yeah? You should come by and draw. You can do a lot more looking at the canvas screen than just chilling out there, right? What's that? Hey, it's Kit. Here's my... It's about the same size. I think so. We got real big steppers. Trim those nails a bit. I want this one to go over, that one to go over. I think I want the front one to go over. It's usually the kind of thing that happens in these sorts of things. I had like 30 tabs on YouTube videos I was gonna watch. They closed all. How did you accidentally close it? Did you just like press uh the YouTube ruin my day button? Big X in the corner. Why did you hit that? Luckily for you, they're all saved to your watched history, even if you put them in a playlist, I think. Or if you have them in a new tab for sure. I want to put something in here. Just looks like a neat pattern. Ooh, someone's got a mushroom. Love mushrooms. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Middle mouse clicked them, so I never technically watched them. That's fair, I guess. I don't know how that would work then. Something that does not happen to me. You didn't just like restore previous window? Usually you can right click on the tab at the bottom and it's just like like recently closed, right? Or you can go up to history, right? And history has, but unlike Chrome history, right? And it has like recent closed groups or whatever. Alright. I don't like how that one goes in front of the other one now. I'd rather have them being just the shape. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back to you. We're doing community draw. The theme of this week is dreams. Hooray! I wish I could have done a better job with this. I was on my phone while I was blocking Maho from going and assaulting the maintenance person. So that is the best I could do. Unfortunately. Consuming your estate. No, it's okay. I'll find something to do. Yes, that's a lot of what I do in my sketchbook, right? It's just like jam everything in there together. Someone was like, I wish I could do my sketchbooks the way that you do. They're so messily beautiful. And I'm like, that's insane, because I'm literally just like no concept of how to like space anything out. So shit is literally running into other shit, and I'm just stopping stuff halfway. It's a good practice in thinking about like the volumes of things before you draw them, right? Because it's like, yes, I know that this cube needs to go farther out, but at the same time, there is an anime girl in the way, so I cannot draw anymore. So I'll just draw whatever I can, like give the illusion of depth and all that junk. And then that will imply the shape that I'm looking for. So it's really good for practicing implying your shapes. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Big preach, big preach. Big preach. See, right here I've created a bit of a tangent. So So what I can do is make more of a distinct T-line. So that it's obvious that this line in the back goes behind that other line. Two browsers downloaded? What? Did I say something about two browsers downloaded? I have three too much clutter? What? Three tabs if you collect that many. Oh, okay. Not much. I think I have like 50 tabs open on one window, and then the other windows I use for streaming, so I just leave those open all the time because it's just easier to do that than close it down. I can count. I can count how many tabs I have open. I have the Magma. For my reference, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is my reference window. I can probably close a bunch of these things. That's 1, 2, 3 in my reference tabs. Now 3 for my Twitch and YouTube music. 1 for the Magma tab if you want to count that. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So 46 plus the 7 I have open for the other windows is 53 tabs total. A normal amount. That's why I bought 32 gigabytes of RAM. I live deliciously. That's how I live. In the lap of luxury. I'm liking what I'm seeing down here. I keep making references to that, like, Satan movie. I've never actually watched it. I'm too distracted by that stuff. I'm finishing up sections before I've even finished the outline for the drawing. think the tail is just too big. Is that a frowny face? Ooh, I can recognize Worm. My child, little baby, little fella, like the horns. Probably gonna be a really quiet stream, just some nice peaceful drawing. We'll take a look. How about we do it every hour? We'll take a look at what everyone's doing every hour. We can zoom out now. Take a look. Aw, I love the Musharna. Everyone's asleep. They've all been forced into sleepness. Yo! Hella rad mushroom. I love the fish. Look at him. He's such a derpy eel. I love it so much. Lovely. Hey, how's it going, Antonio? You should join the draw room. We are what's it called? We're doing some community drawing. The community drawing. We drawing for the community. Do some drawing. Why Mundo do this for the community? On that D in the top right. Yeah, it's the dreams. I tried to make it look nice. But it is what it is. Best I could do on my phone. While I was waiting for this guy maintenance person to leave. Wasn't what I was thinking. Nope. Never is. Never is. That'd be something though. If it was, man, that'd be something. Is today the day you have to drive to Germany? It's a pretty far drive from Portugal, isn't it? Oh. I didn't know that. That's still a pretty long drive from France. Eu sou de Portugal. Mhm. Ich bin aus Portugal gekommen. Je viens de Portugal. Yo soy de Portugal. Depends. In France and where in Germany. Is it really? I can't remember if they're like direct neighbors. I forgot. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to add a little bit more context, but nah. I don't think I can just make it work. Nah, I don't feel like it. I like French people, though one of my favorite TLF. Mm-hmm. I just remember when you were introducing yourself to Herbie, you said you're French. I assume you meant you're from Portugal, living in France. I'm pretty sure Luxembourg is in France. As someone not from the region at all, pretty sure it's French. Kind of a fake land, European sigh. See, now I don't know who to believe. Don't you humor the American. All right, let's relax. Let's chill just a little bit. That is the kind of shit which mod could pop in and ban somebody for. Which admin? What do you say it? No, if there is a continued like uh use of threatening words like that, they are fully justified in timing out. So unfortunately, that kind of language is not something that we can say on Twitch. How do butt muscles work here? So calm. Let me get rid of some of this so that we get a better T section. And this isn't really doing the thing that I want it to. It's just one of those things that we don't really have control over as a community. But also, all caps shouting is not as funny as it was in 2015. Yeah. So, let's see. Ooh, some deja vu. Don't worry, most of the American don't make it on purpose. They're just ignorant in terms of geography. You say usually no intended. I mean, you can say this about fucking everyone, right? Like if I was to ask Antonio, what is the capital of Kenya? And how do you spell it? Without Googling it, you would know. You can do this for fucking anybody. Name another city in Tibet another city in Nepal besides Tibet. Which one is the city? I can't remember. I think Tibet is the nation, right? Yes. So they're two different cities, two different countries. But name a city inside of Tibet, which is a region in China. Yeah. All right, Antonio. There's no need to be rude. You're not wanting to draw or contribute to the community positively. That is sad. When you say something like "goddamn, bro," you for real typed all that? How is someone meant to take that? You've come in here with a lot of energy. Not sure what you're doing. You're probably going to the gym, coming from the gym. I'm glad you are realizing it. Hopefully, you know, we'll see. But but yeah, you've got a lot of energy. And I don't fault you for having a lot of energy right now. Playing football with my friends. But yeah, no, you're good. Hey, how's it going, Kiawa? Hope you're doing well. That's fine. I don't really want to dwell on it because I don't want to make you feel like you're being punished or anything for it. How did the football game go? Did you guys win or did it end up being a 1-1 tie? still remember the funniest event of all time. It's when the Americans won the World Cup for the first time. One with your team? That's good. But the American was winning the World Cup for the first time ever, and it was like 10-0 with like England losing, and England was like, "What the hell? This is absolutely wrong." Clearly, what they mean is that the English team won 1-0 on the Americans. There must have been a typo or something. Damn, Antonio really accepting praise for beating up little children. Insane. Wild takes. What's it called? When was it? Hold on, let me find the thing that I'm referencing. The 1950s FIFA World Cup. Ah. Oh, sorry. It was United States defeated England 1-0 in World Cup. Right? But it was misinterpreted as the English newspapers interpreted it as 10-0. Portuguese? Yeah. So it was really fucking funny. So they interpreted it wrong and said that the Americans lost 10-0, which is really funny. I don't know if the Americans won that cup or not, but this was like 1950s. It was a long time ago in a galaxy far away. Americans have never won World Cup. They have won the Women's World Cup many times. Okay. I mean, the Women's World Team for the US is cracked. Country won the World Cup until now. Now I'm out of what other people won. Right. Brazil, 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 Brazil. I definitely don't know how I feel about that. Argentina has also won the World Cup. Oh, I like the frog. That's cute. DWW. Oh, it's an AWW. I don't know why I thought that was a D. Grind, so it's Magma. If you go to the Discord and you go to the announcements, there was an announcement a little bit earlier. Once again, linking the Magma official, and it's just in browser. Let's take a look. It is not quite. We'll wait until the hour. We'll wait until 3 p.m. Yeah, half an hour, and I'll take another look around the canvas. Maybe I'll finish my 1 deer by then. I saw the mushroom. It looks so good. So excited for mushroom time. It has fantastic colors, that's for sure. Beautiful rendering as well. Do I put a penis on this? No, probably shouldn't. Therefore, I won't. For you to add it. No, I'm not gonna do it. That's maybe against TOS? I don't know how they feel about deer penis specifically. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I would like to delete this layer, but I just want to delete what's on it. Wasn't there a way to layer? Now I'll just delete it. Whatever, it's easier to just delete it. I forgot we're on Twitch too. Yeah, we're on both. Speaking of, let me check YouTube and see if it's gotten any messages. I know one person sent a message, but then they never followed up. There's a lot of World Cup here. Nope, they just said hi. That's it. Let's go with this color. It's gonna be a lot easier to see. Are you dual streaming? I am. I'm on Twitch and YouTube. What about a steel cup? That is... you talking about like like a crotch cup? Like a penis protector? I feel like that would not be in place in the dreams section. Hey, how's it going, Almog? Yeah, absolutely. How do I send this link? Oh, it should be. If you're on the Discord, it's just in the thing. But let me go ahead and grab link to the Magma server. For sure. And just paste it here. I should make a Discord bot for that, or a stream bot for that. Oh, you know what? That's a good point. You can also just pin it. That's smart. That's real smart. You're a genius. I put a penis on this. Thank you for the quotes. Only the best. I was gonna say make a bot that has like exclamation mark magma link or something, right? That way people can just do exclamation mark link. But I should probably save that for something else. Sorry, I'm looking at memes while looking at this. Should not be looking at memes. Silly streamer, you should be doing what you're supposed to. Ah. Surrounded by skilled artists help. You're also drawing with a mouse. I don't know if I need to explain that in any like a different way, but you're also drawing with a mouse. So you're fine. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. You can win and you can lose, and you can never win nothing. I don't actually know how the rest of the song goes. I just know that one part. Says this as they cook up a masterpiece. I will take a look at 3 that everyone is doing. Oops. Huh. Eh. What do I want to do for this? I think the flats are fine. I think there's anything I have to really fix or anything. Okay. Oh, someone has accidentally filled the entire. Looks like that was Lacty. Yeah, that makes this a lot easier. Okay, cool. Do I want this to be the overcoats? I think I do. I think I'll break away from my little tempt here. Just a little bit. Black tea's getting hit by all of the shame at once. Tragic. Oh, oopsies. Stitch, and you kind of fucked up. Let's see. We got 10 minutes. 10 minutes and I'll look around. I'm sure you did fine. I'll see if I can find Stitch. Oh, you should be on the eraser tool. Why does the deer have 6 legs? Because it's about dreams. It's a dream, dear. Honestly, Antonio, why don't you have 6 legs? Quite rude to ask someone. But she has to go. Let's thank you all for the experience. Yeah, no, I'm glad she came in and drew some stuff. The mushroom looks really awesome. I hope that they know that they're always welcome to come back and to thank them for helping out and making our community a better place. Doing some trying. This is the Porter Robinson of the final space. I think this is the final space. Yes! On these streams one day. Yeah! That'd be fun. Actually, don't forget to let me show you some of the progress that I've made on Bumble so far. Oh trying to finish up today, but I'll probably finish it up after stream if I had to guess. I really don't. I have no idea. Okay. What does this look? Yeah, let's fucking go. I have the whole blue spectrum right here. I can do that. Context. I was really worried I was going to run out of colors. I'm running into the issue that I don't know the proportions of a mouth or nose because my one OC doesn't have them. Okay, so here is the easy like flowchart trick. So like finding out if something is in proportion or not proportion, right? Get really specific about what you're checking, right? And I'm talking about like, is this nose too big or too small? Not like, and that's a completely different conversation as, is this nose too long or too short, right? Let's see, 2 whole separate illustrations from Amok. Oh, yeah, it's close enough. Let's take a look around. What? Awesome. I love the perspective that you've done on the Musharna to like get a good practice in there. That looks awesome. I love Orbo and Blorbo. Eyes wide shut. Wait, is this supposed to be the sleep guy from Hades 1? Let's see. That's what they look like. Hypno. Nice. They're all very cute. Suzanne, I assume that's an OC of Suzanne's. Oh, lovely. I don't recognize the frog. Is that a black tea one I'm not familiar with? Yo! Almog, nice. Good job. I had to draw with more transparency. Oh my god, the fish. I love the salmon. The salmon is so weird. he's got, I can't his fucking face. The eyebrow on the salmon, it's like, is making me very uncomfortable. And like, Black Tea, you've got fantastic like proportions. These are incredible, like, what does he call it? It's like the art style where people make like little like chibi art or like cutesy drawings and stuff, and then they sell them as stickers or like they add them to the corners of what's it called, like notepads, and then sell them at conventions. Absolutely like that. I love them so much. Yo, I love the mushrooms. The mushroom and the plant have a fantastic vibe. They really do hit the dreams vibe. I was told that there were 2 illustrations. I'm gonna turn them on. Do I get to turn them on? I don't get to turn them on. I don't want to be rude. I'll take a look at them later. Erase the first one. Aww. But yeah. What's it called? Black tea. Not black tea, kit. Sorry, kit. Proportions. The flowchart for proportions is basically, does this look too specific thing or does this look too specific thing, right? Is this in one direction or the opposite direction, right? Pick whatever you think is weird with it. Who's talking about proportions? Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Oh, Turtle. Sorry, Turtle does it. You guys have the same. You're the same purple color. My bad. That was Turtle. Antonio, let's go. I didn't see the Sonic. I was looking for the Sonic. There was no Sonic. Bye, Roll. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Curse follows me yet again. But yeah, Turtle, the trick to doing it is to ask yourself, is this a specific one way or the other, right? Try to get it as a dichotomy as possible. Like, give it yourself, it can only be specifically one or the other, right? Because then what you can do, right, is you can identify, oh, this is too big. Let me try shrinking it and see how I feel about it. And here's the trick that no one ever does, is the one in the middle, where you're not sure, right? Say you're like, this nose feels off, but the nose is too big or too small, but I can't tell. Pick one or the other and then just make it too big or too small, right? Whichever one you feel more comfortable correcting. And then try to like do another pass and make it bigger. That is my recommendation, at least. I don't actually need these. Oops. Gave Maho a treat? Oh, wait, did Antonio give a treat? They did. I didn't notice. Maho. Oh no. Rolled off. I just gave it to them. Are you sure? That's a good baby boy. I know. That's a good boy. He's had a busy day of barking at someone trying to come in and improve his living conditions. There is a bit of a cooldown. I think it's like 10 minutes though. It's not. If I don't make a cooldown, you guys are gonna blow through all 10 of the treats at once. No timer for treats. There's a limit. Otherwise, you guys will make them fat. This isn't getting the same effect that I wanted. Guess I'm not going to be able to get away with not adding any more colors. Well, in the meantime... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow, Kit got 2,000 points to the Maho. I know us all too well. Is there a copy artboard? There shouldn't be a copy artboard unless someone did a copy artboard. So, it appears that there is a copy artboard. I don't know why there is. I think someone just created it. It doesn't look like there's been anything added. I'm going to delete it right now. Looks like Kit made a copy of it somehow. Because they have the little mark. There's another cool, I think is it capped at 2,000 a day? You're good. Okay, so if it's capped at 2,000 a day, what that means is that that is an implementation put in by what's it called? Twitch itself. So community events apparently have a 2,000 a day limit. I don't think I can do anything about that. Antonio, you're not close to hitting the limit. You're fine. Every odd is stacked against him. Luckily, I did find out that you can just kind of like extend them, so you don't even have to worry about stuff like that. There is no reason to worry. You can just extend the deadline as much as possible. So the boy will get his thing eventually. As long as I'm still around. Alright, treat has been redeemed for the baby boy. Hey, gonna give him a treat? Oh. Snack, snack, snack. Munch, munch, munch. Definitely want a cool color. Let's grab some more. I'm on the event title. Why am I on the event title? I think I've done enough magma for the day. That's fair. It is late around where you are. You go to bed way earlier than I do. You're still sane? I don't know how much longer that'll last for, but you know, more power to you, I guess. All right, I'm not gonna be able to do the thing that I wanted. Um, talk to my core that I share the same time zone as Black Tea. Well, okay, so I don't know what it's like over there in South Africa, but here in what's it called? Shit. Here in the States, there's more of a culture of staying up too late. So I don't know if that is a culture that is shared with Europe at all or Germany. I am in fact allergic to sleep. Excuse me, it's like what's it called? 15 over here. What do you guys say? I don't understand. What I say 12 o'clock. Do you guys say 15 o'clock over there? Is that how that works? Yeah, no, I know, but like the highest number that American system of time goes to is 12 o'clock, right? So saying anything above 12 o'clock is weird to me. So I'd say 3 o'clock, right? Because everyone knows it's the afternoon over here. So we don't say AM or PM, right? You say 3 and it's like really bright outside, then you're like, oh, they meant PM. It gets really fun here in the winter because when you say 6 o'clock and you look outside and it's dark, it could be nighttime or daytime. Really fun in that sense. So. Uses the same 12-hour format in speech. No one has answered me whether or not they use 15 o'clock or not. It's weird to say it's 15 over here, right? Because that means that could be anything. I don't really reference time ever, so it doesn't really matter. That's what I'm wondering. What do you use as like a signifier after the time, right? Because for example, if I'm talking about the weather, I'm gonna say something like 32 degrees, right? You guys do say 15 o'clock? Interesting. Okay. Good to know. That's what I was curious about. Context. You unironically use 24-hour format in speech. Yes, because they have 24-hour format. 32 degrees is my favorite brand. Kit is learning today that the world is different. I do still want clouds to come through here. That's so loud. Kit, which European? Kit's from South Africa. I forgot about the flowchart. That's fine. Distracting immediately. Turtle needs help? Turtle, where are you on the drawing? Let me see. Let me turn around. Oh, I like the almond. You down there? Nice. You can see. So my flowchart for like per proportions, right? Quick change. I'm intruding on fish space. I apologize. Is too small. Not sure. Make it one or other. Oops. I'll move this out of the way. It gets too much. I just wanted to make sure Turtle can see it. Where can I put this? It's not going to be in the way of anything else. Fish space. VR is hard. You're drawing in VR? That's crazy. I made a different stuff than me. I like how it has legs. Oh my god. The legs are so small. Make it one or the other, right? I'm watching 2 streams. Yippee! Why are you watching 2 streams? Adjust with transform tool. That works, right? I'm not like accidentally adjusting everything else. Okay, cool. Draw over. So what I mean is like you're drawing on top of the thing that you were drawing, right? The bucket tool. There doesn't seem to be very much gap close on the bucket tool. That's for sure. Is live, isn't she? I'm so scared of the bucket tool now. Oh, okay. Okay, so focus on this. What you're doing when you draw over is you're kind of like resetting it, right? And it takes a lot of finicky back and forth, right? Draw over and then you evaluate. And you kind of just go right back to the beginning. It's a really simple sort of like unga bunga technique, right? But the other way to do it is to compare with reference. So, easier with reference. So it is kind of just like an unga bunga, right? Just, oh, it's too big, make it smaller. The real key to all of this, right, that makes this a really good way of doing, is that it gives you that solution for when you have no idea if it's too big or too small, right? Thank you, Turtle. I'm glad. I hope it helps. It might not be the like answer you wanted, right? But you know, it's kind of just, it really just is. Sometimes the art fix is to just like move it one way, move it the other way, move it one way, move it the other way, move it one way, move it the other way. But if you get it into the muscle memory by doing it that way, you'll learn it really well. Reference will make it easier because you have something to compare it to that's not just like, what do I think this looks like, right? Evaluate. We're gonna do a break out of loop one, actually. Loop. Break. If you do it over and over and over and over and over and over, and it just doesn't make sense to you, we gotta do everything else besides that. I'm kind of explaining it right now. Else first. So I don't think I've done a loop break yet, but loop breaks are important because sometimes our brains get stuck, right? And that's fine. It literally happens to everyone. Then once everything else is done, go back and reevaluate the position again, right? This is why it's easier to do loose sketches that you can go back and assess quickly than it is to get really focused on trying to get it right? I have an art friend who insists on doing the line art before doing the sketch. They just they'll go around and they'll like draw, and then they'll make everything as crisp and clean as possible. They'll use reference, right? And they'll just like insist on the fact that they don't ever want to do like a loose sketchy form, shape, or anything, right? They want it to be perfect the first time without having to do anything else. Right? They insist on getting the line art perfect every time before they move on to anything else. And they often struggle figuring out how to do sections or finding out what's wrong. And it's because when you sit there and you are just focused on one thing and one thing only, it gets really hard to see the forest for the trees, you know? Yeah. Wait, which part? Which part has got you confused? Oh dear, Kit. I'm way too lost to be found. So I'll run through the chart again here in a second. I'm just like doing a demo of how they will draw stuff. Where they insist that it does like this, right? And it looks pretty okay when I do it because I'm drawing something that I have a lot of experience with. But when you're trying to figure stuff out, you have absolutely no idea what the volumes are. You have no idea where the mass is. You have no idea where anything is, right? You're kind of just drawing blind here. And unless you're doing the same thing that you've done for like everything, it can get really hard to know necessarily what might not be right, right? So you're trying to skip that stage without doing any of the learning. Right here, I'm like, okay, something is wrong here. Let me narrow it down. This cheek, I think, too small. What do? I'm gonna make it bigger. So I'm just gonna erase it. I would recommend doing the transform tool, but you don't have to. cheek has been made bigger. Now what do I think? I think maybe I made it too big. Let's try that again. Now I made the chin too big. I think the mouth might be a little off in its position. Let's erase it. Let's try again. Position is a little bit different. So I think it was too far to the right. I'm going to try moving it a little bit more to the left. I'm liking that a little bit more. I think the jaw is a bit too sharp. So I'm going to smooth it. So if you're coming down here, I'm going down, speculate on what needs to be changed, right? That's that first step. And then I'm coming down and I'm changing it. Chin was too sharp, making it less sharp. Nice. I think I like that. Now the cheek still looks a bit too small. So we're going to make it a little bit bigger. Get those Pikachu cheeks in. Another thing you can do is just make the outline bigger. This goes back to that shape carving, right? Make the outline a little bit bigger. Come back in and carve out to the space that you want. And you can do it on both sides. You can do it on either side. Well, you can't do it on either side. You have to pick one. Okay, so there I was like, I think the neck is not starting in the right place. I believe that it is too close to the center of the head and it needs to be more left of the head. So I adjusted the change, drew over it, evaluated. Was it good? Was it not? Do it again. What did I change, right? It's too big, too small, all that stuff. I think that this section of the neck is coming out of the wrong place in the head. I think it should be coming out closer to the back of the skull, right? So I'm visualizing this one's a little bit more difficult to say, right? Realistically, if you're looking at this and you're not thinking about the anatomy, you can go, I think the neck's too thick. I think this side of the neck is too far to the right. If it's too far to the right, I'm going to move it too far to the left. That looks a bit better. What else do I think? I think that maybe this section here of the head should be covered up by hair. Let's try that out. Now there's a lot of starts that I'm skipping because I just know it a little bit better through muscle memory. I know a lot of these shapes a little bit better, right? That comes with time, that comes with assessment and evaluation, right? I'm guessing right every single time here. That may be something that you see with yourself. That may not be something that you see with yourself. It's going to depend heavily on yourself, where you're at, what you're trying to learn, all that stuff. Add an ear. I'm not happy with the chin still. Why am I not happy with the chin? I don't know. I'm going to make it too small. Making it too small, I'm now going to try to make it bigger gradually. And by doing I'm doing shape carving here instead of using the transform tool. I don't like it. I liked it better than it was before. So I'm just gonna hit undo until I get back to that stage that I liked. I'm out of undos. Tragedy. But not unfixable. I remember that it was much bigger than it was. So we're just gonna make it bigger. Cool. I still don't like this. Maybe this section's a bit too big. Come in, do a little bit of racing. Nice. Right. So that is basically just me using this. And I'm more experienced, as some people point out to me. So, I went through it a lot faster, right? Basically, as I was making the fixes, I was just calling out which ones that I was working on, right? And again, it's always going to be easier with reference. If you feel like you're just absolutely not getting anywhere, grab some reference. And also, don't draw like this, right? Draw like, get the whole thing in place first, right? Sketchy lines, shapes, structures, whatever you need to kind of get like more of an idea of, okay, this isn't round enough. Go from big to small. Big to small is going to save your life so much. No one likes to do big to small because they don't understand how to go from big to small. It's hard to describe also because you're not really looking for the thing itself. You're looking for what it represents for the thing, right? Big to small flowchart. let me run down the final flowchart here for proportions, right? We're gonna speculate the change. First up, speculate the change. Draw with red. Speculate the change. Why am I not? I'm not in the draw tool. Speculate the change. Cool. Then we're going. So when I was using it, I broke it down to very specific stuff, right? You want actionable change, right? Something that you can reasonably do. I'm talking about making things bigger, making things smaller, adjusting things left to right, right? Make things wider, thinner, all that stuff, right? You want directly opposed dichotomies so that it's easy for you to like recognize where is correct, where is incorrect, right? And you have a black and white, oh, it's too big, it's too small. If you say stuff like, the nose is weird, you have not given yourself any metric by which to judge success. Not weird is not a metric by success. I can't make something not weird. I can always make something weirder, I guess, but you can't make something less weird. There's no actionable change there, right? You kind of just have to know the end goal already. So that is the first step. Speculate the change, make it something to. If you are not sure, right? If you are not sure if it's too big, too small, whatever thing that you've guessed, you say, I think the nose is too big or too small, but you have no idea which one it is. Pick one or the other, whichever one you think it'll be easier to fix, right? If it's like, if you think starting smaller and then expanding it slowly outwards is going to make it easier for you to see, and or if you think making it really big and then shrinking it back down is going to make it easier to see, then do that, right? Adjust with the transform tool. That's the next stage after that, right? This is just to literally give you a digital way out. This is your escape tool, right? You don't have to redraw it yet. Oh, there's an ad. Thank you for watching the ad, Turtle. I'm so upset that you got a gifted sub and then you didn't end up getting the ad block. I do want to like make sure Turtle gets back, but it's like a minute and a half. Yeah. Now all of this right here if you're doing doodles, if you're doing pen stuff, if you're working on something else, don't worry about trying to fix the proportions, right? If your main goal is to like get better at drawing without erasing, which is something that's going to help you get better at these like forms to begin with, then don't worry about that too much. Don't worry about proportions, right? Fix one thing at a time, right? Fix is very liberal, but like improve on one thing at a time, right? But yeah, adjust with the transform tool. That's just your digital escape, right? You can easily make things bigger, smaller. You can make things perfectly bigger, perfectly smaller, taller, shorter, blah, 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 all that stuff. And the most important thing is that it gives you something that's obviously wrong, right? When you have something that's obviously wrong, it's easy to fix. If I say 2 plus 3 is equal to 6, everyone and their mother will tell me that's not correct. If I get you to try to solve for this equation, divided by the square root of pi times 16 plus 8. When I say that's equal to 3, no one's gonna know what the fuck is true or not. It's a very difficult problem because you have to break it down, you have to solve for like solutions, right? You gotta like make things easy for yourself. Because if you don't make it easy for yourself, it's just gonna be harder than it needs to be. Cool. And if you try it a couple times and it does not work, like all the changes don't look like they make sense, pick something else, right? Go back up to the speculative change. You might just have to go back up. I'm gonna give this a times 5. So I'm gonna give you an arbitrary number. A times 5 arbitrary number. It's just basically this is your out. You try it 5 times and you're like, none of it makes sense. Pick a different thing. Maybe it's too wide instead. That didn't work? Pick a different thing. That didn't work? You really should be getting reference at this point. But yeah. After that, the rest of it's, I don't want to say easy, but it's basically just like make the transformed object, blur it out, draw on top of it, see if it fits, right? I should probably do it from here, actually. Actually, that should be fine. I actually didn't need this. I'll just put it down here with the evaluate. Times, oopsies, times 5. There you go. Ooh, I love the shadow shapes you have here. Almo did a great job. I see there's a lot that are hidden. Good work, good work, good work. Let's move this somewhere out of the way from everyone else. Ammo, and remember, reference is not cheating. Reference isn't cheating. No, absolutely not. I don't use a lot of reference because I'm lazy as hell. And you don't need reference to make something look believable, right? But you do need to have like a lot of practice using your memory, right? And a lot of muscle memory. Well, you need the muscle memory regardless. I think you've developed a lot of muscle memory in a visual library. But you don't really need muscle memory, right? You if you just have the patience to go back and forth a lot, the only thing that muscle memory does is muscle memory, what's it called? Muscle memory, I'm trying to find out the good word for it. Muscle memory just makes things faster, right? It doesn't make you a better artist, right? It just makes you faster. Helps your muscles remember. Oh my gosh. Come on. I would like it if you scroomed in. It's the only thing I have kind of an issue with. Sometimes the XP pen tool just does not like anything. But I do think it depends on what you're drawing, right? It depends on the gravity of what you're drawing, I guess. It depends on how much it matters that you get things right. If you're doing a commission sheet, probably really matters a lot if you're doing a commission to get it right, because that's somebody's character and you want to make sure that they feel like they got their money's worth, right? Use a lot of reference. I use reference. If you've been watching the art fight stuff that I've been doing, I have Bumble pulled up on a different tab and I have some cloud reference, right? We do not need to get me an XP pen sponsorship. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge fan of promoting art tools, right? Couple of reasons. One, they're very expensive, when oftentimes they really don't need to be to get the job done. Because, okay, so here's how I feel about sponsorships, right? Sponsorships value me as a streamer as how well can I convince my followers to buy the product, right? Getting a copy for free? The whole point is I have to sell it to you guys. I'm not going to sell you guys something that I don't think is a good product. If I wouldn't buy it with my own money, I don't really think, for art tools, okay? I wouldn't buy it with my own money. I really don't think I should be promoting it, right? And in using this pen tablet for about a year now, it's not the worst, right? There's obviously a lot of stuff on my end that I've been doing that have been making me have less than optimal experiences. One of the big things is, oh, it's not doing it now. Sometimes the screen gets a little bit of burn-in. Let's see if it'll do it with the white one. Yeah, sometimes the screen will get a little bit of burn-in. Using colors that are a lot more gray help with that. But white will burn the shit into this thing. XP Pen does make really good tablets for the price point, right? But if you're someone who's just starting to get into art, you should get a drawing, like a bamboo tablet or whatever, right? Not like a drawing table, right? You can just use one that plugs in with USB and you can draw on the pad, right? A drawing pad is, you can do everything that I can do on a drawing pad, right? The part that sucks the most is the space, right? Drawing with all of this space is fantastic, but I'm also only really using like, this much space at any given time, right? That is the size of a drawing pad, okay? The rest of this, all this space up here with the magma and all that stuff, whatever, right? Does like extra peripheral stuff. It makes it easier to stream, right? Yeah? I think they're really good. I think they are really good. There's some reliability issues, but a lot of that I think comes from the fact that I don't restart my computer very much. There's probably a lot of driver updates that I miss out on, and there's also probably like a lot of like RAM debt that my tablet sort of accrues on the disk. I'm on the wrong layer. I have 47 tabs open, 53 tabs open. Thank you very much. With mouse is the best. With mouse is definitely an option. I feel like there's nothing wrong with mouse. Right, so that's why I'm like really lenient with it. For like a year, it's pretty good. I've definitely drawn more on this tablet than I did on my old Wacom. But that's more just like a motivational thing with me than this, right? Everything runs great on my desktop, don't you? Do I have to pull up? I have to pull up the task manager and show you guys that it's not under any burden whatsoever. Pulling up the task manager. I'm proving my point. I am perfectly fine. Just because task manager is taking a long time to load up doesn't mean anything. Where is new window capture? Task manager. Right. So you guys can all see. See, everything is working fine and well within limits. 35% of the CPU. I have no idea what the hell the memory thing is. I don't know. I don't know what that. I guess this is RAM memory. I guess that's a lot, but you know, it's fine. Bold statement, Almog. Bold statement. The discs are fine. There's like nothing being written to the discs right now. The Ethernet is like well below what I'm capable of. Right now I'm using a lot of megabits because that is me streaming. So I'm sending 18 megabits, right? Even though only 6,000 of that right now is... Yeah, 6,000 of that right now is my stream. Ethernet's fine. My GPU is perfectly nice and toasty at 48%. Probably, what are my processes that are open? Just a little bit of you know, all of it is coming from Google Chrome. It's honestly probably using more than everything else is combined. I'm not gonna lie, but 1000%. But you know what the secret is? I only have 32 gigabytes of RAM. I'm gonna buy another 32. You can't stop me. And then I'll have more tabs open. Okay, let's get rid of that. We don't need that no more. You think? What's the math? Um, in Discord? What is my math? Oh. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I made that shit up. I don't think it's solvable. I'll be honest with you. First of all, there's a variable in there, right? So that's 34r. So 34 times r plus 8, right? Ah, the first tab looks really cool. I'm digging their head. Also car. Lovely car. That is crazy in VR, huh? People do anything to make VR seem like a worthwhile investment. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't have my Oculus on me actually. It's hers now. Yeah, no, it was just like a random ass variable I threw in. It literally should not be solvable, I don't think. I'm sure you could do the math in the calculator, but see how long it took you to do that math, right? Imagine adding that much time to the process of solving if the nose is too big or too small. Just make it an easy problem to solve. But you said equal to 3 is solvable. Yeah, I know. I'm sure it's solvable, right? I'm certain that it's solvable, right? But it doesn't. You won't know what R is off the bat. It's just one of those things for sure. I'm wanting this to look like metal, but I'm far too close to this to understand whether it is or not. Let's get some purites. This looks more glossy than metallic. Let's try using soft instead. Oh, I like that better. Oh, that's a good point. I never called up the emotes. The emote stream. Can I just log into Stop Poll without having to do anything? And the winner is Head Pats. Got the most. Followed by Hearts. Followed by Snack Time. Followed by Raid. Okay, so we're gonna have to make some adjustments to what I said. Because all of the ones that won, with the exception of maybe Lock the Fricks in Samurai, don't make... This one can go wherever, this one can go wherever. This one is probably a little bit more, this one is probably a little bit more like Twitch related. And this one is a little bit more Twitch related. Like if I put this in Discord, it's not going to make any sense at all. So I might just reorganize it. Unless you guys want just the first five to go into just like Twitch by themselves. And then the other ones that I made can go into Discord. Do them all. There's no point to having a contest if they all win. I can't do all of them. It's also an unimaginable amount of work to do all of them, I think. Just like at the moment. I'd have to balance a lot of other stuff. Winner takes all. Okay, we'll do the first 5 go to Twitch. And then, I don't know, I'll pick my favorites. Probably Blep is gonna go to Discord. Wow, this is a really even split. You guys all voted exactly the same, it looks like. Poor Mr. Elizabeth. Name your price. I think English is just like a popular one. People love the English. That's what I'll do. These 5 go into Twitch, and then this one will go to Discord. Maybe these 3 will go to Discord for... I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. The Discord ones are up in the air. Poor Mr. Elizabeth. What a tragic tale. Any bits to do them all? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Well, we might come back to it, right? We might come back to it. I'll finish the emote batches and then I'll what's it called? Oh. You know right there, Black Tea? Bucket Tail has Wakened Youth here. Yep. I don't know if it has, what's it called? A shoot. Gap close to mechanic? There might be one. I'm not sure though. Equation is 2 plus 34R plus 8 over coincidence that it's 34R? Is it really? Or really, what do you mean rule 34? I do want to draw this as glass. Okay, let's get in here and do some of the also, Almag, I see you doing Can't Hide From Me. Good job. What's going on? What's happening? It is 4. I can go check around. Nice. Bubbles. I don't see Almag stuff. You done? Well, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you'll... Well, I'll probably be here for another hour-ish. Went to a different canvas? That's fair. see, the light is going to be a little bit warmer, so I want to come this way and then make it a little bit more saturated. Right now it is the clear color at the back, so tab. What? Tab? Second canvas onto different tab? What? Souls, my heathen brethren called to me from beyond the abyss. Good night, Kit. Calling of us, I must forsake mine own body and allow my consciousness to assimilate to the greater expanse of the collective. Congratulations. Very proud of you. I hope you make it big in the what's it called? In the big collective in the sky. What was I doing? Why was I pressing tab? I'm confused. Give the baby. Alright, the baby is gonna get itchy. Baby is immune to the cheats. Ah, no cheat. There we go. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Left bottom side. The smiley face? What? Jesse, what the hell are you talking about? Walter White ass moment. I'm very confused. Oh, they meant the second canvas. Right, lobby. July Dreams 2. Titties. Nice. Very fun. Nice. I like the speculative one. Is there a setting for lasso and fill? I guess there is. Yeah. It's great. How do you do the lasso and fill? I was certain that they didn't have... Oh, it's down here. It's just this tool right here. The lasso brush. That's a wild one, for sure. Yeah. Neat. Good job. I should put down a darker background. Wild. Good excuse to use this brush, I guess. Shouldn't have done that. Let's try I can use something that's slightly less dark. Probably there is good. I think I did it right this time. Let's take a look. I'm sure you did a good job, regardless. Oh, the math? I think you're focusing heavily on a part that was not super pressing. But I'm glad if that is what you so chose. Draw and erase. Add a little bit of a glow layer before we do our multiply. So we want this to be a little bit... Do not have an add? Probably... Let's go with lighten. Why practice art when I can do math? Hey, you know, whatever floats your boat. As long as you're having a fun time, there's not really much I can say about it. Well, nose art because I see how John is. It's not what I wanted. I don't know what that means, but now I'm scared to look that up and I won't. Okay, that's... Is it gonna be glow? I spelled that hella wrong. It's not somehow locked. It was not locked with the freaking samurai. It's just World War I or two airplanes with STWAS or hentai on the nose. Huh. Interesting. I had no idea. Can I lower the opacity of this? I can. Fascinating. Because I do want... Then... I'm not in race mode? Huh? Huh? Hmm. There's no good way to grab this, is there? thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad people like it. It's still in the stage where I'm like, needs a little bit more here. Needs a little bit more here. Stuff like that. This is multiply. I don't want to do it like that. I don't want need something much darker at the bottom here to make it stand out. If I get rid of the lines, what does that look like? Oh, wild. You want the lines maybe to be a little bit more in line with the color though. Can I lock transparent pixels? I can. I think. Yes. Is just gonna give it a nicer, redder tone. I am more of a fan of. And all the spots that I want it to be. I want to keep that one, that blue color. I kind of like that. I also like the eye being that color. And I kind of want to make this cooler. I do like that, but I want it maybe a little bit brighter. There's an airplane with a naked tribal Indian dude. I googled nose art anime this time. Why would you already know the thing? You should just look up anime noses. The anime is already implied. Or the art is already implied. We have pure black, actually. Ooh, I like that a lot, actually. I'm gonna add, actually, this color down here to the hooves. Because that got lost a little bit. It's gonna make it stand out a little bit more. The problem now is that on the flats layer, this color is the wrong color. It's not going to be much of a silhouette if you can't actually see anything. Similarly, I need to be picking a darker color for that. Silhouette. Eh? Oh, my opacity's still at really low. Let's increase the flow and shrink the size a little bit. I think I'm also done with my section. Yeah? Let's take a look. Stand up. The hue. Ew, I I think he's so funny, but he makes me so uncomfortable. You like it? I'm glad. Oh, the abyss calls me. Same, dude, same. I love fish section. Fish section is great. We also have confirmation that Black Tea dreams of fish. Fish dreams. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. I do still want to add a glow layer. It's just going to be a soft light. And I want to pick Moonlight. So Moonlight's going to be really cool. Not that cool though. Probably like this. Yes. Someone else's dreams, I'm afraid. I wish I had fish dreams. Well, sometimes we can't help but be made uncomfortable by the fact that there's some weird fish man in our dreams going queh, 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 queh. Hmm. I want to blend that a little bit. And then take an eraser to it. Nice. Blender to this. Okay, let's do a little bit of bounce light. What if I change this to hard light? Is that going to change anything? Ooh, nope, I don't like that. Well, hold on. Turn the opacity down. It just basically becomes hard soft lights, so it doesn't matter. Great, cool. Let's see if I can actually add some to the horns. I don't know what it's doing, but it is accurate to put bounce light here, so we might do that. I do want to add some purple lights here. That's not really doing the thing that I wanted it to do. Let's try the glow. Yeah. Works for me. Cool. Looks like most people are done. I am done as well. So I'm going to go ahead and say we're finished with dreams. Hey, good work, everyone. Thank you for coming by. Black tea. I'm still going to. We're going to look at Bumble now, just real quick. We got 15 minutes left anyway. Bam. I also figure out this new cool trick because a friend of mine helped me out. Getting pretty close. Yeah, I think we're done with the dreams. So I just need to work on shoots, ambient occlusion, bounce light. Which one comes first? Ambient occlusion or bounce light? Pretty sure it's ambient occlusion and then bounce light. So I just gotta do some bounce light on Bumble and then Bumble will be done. So ambient occlusion and some bounce light. And then the cloud, I need to do the cloud. So I gotta at some point sit down with myself and be like, all right, we're doing the cloud. Yeah, I like the eyes especially because the eyes have some cool texture that might not be able to be seen on stream. One of the coolest things someone has ever done for me. Aw, I'm glad. It is a very nice blue color, yes. Here's the secret. I went to Gradient and I just picked the midday sky color. So I don't know if you're really stealing it from anybody. You might be stealing it. It's a gradient, so the bottom is going to be lighter, as you can see down here. And then up here it's going to be slightly darker. Oh, for sure. Steal the idea. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You can. You want to mess with some of this because the legs are they're just a bit too visible for me. That's just some of the flat space peeking through. Time I laugh like that. Picture the salmon. No! Picture the salmon. Oh my gosh. Sure. Right. A little bit better about that. Ooh, 10 minutes to the end of stream. I think my friends are gonna come over. But you know what? Let me just double check with them. What's going on in the Discord chat? Apex tablet too. Oh, nice. Right. What am I at? I'm checking my friends. Isn't that bean guy? Alright, let me just add them really quick. What's your good idea, Turtle? Is it Maho related? Look at him. Look at his little nose. Little boopa schnoopa. Something, so I sent him Max something, and a funny idea popped in my head now, and I have to talk. Okay. Not Maho related. No. Unfortunately, not Maho related. It's a good idea, probably, though. I gotta feed my fish tank. But more level or less level than it was? I think that's more level. Fish tank related stuff. You're winding up. Is there anything anyone wants to end this stream with? It's a good idea. Remember that about to start a new painting? I drew. Okay. Gotcha. Understood. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for today. I appreciate everybody for coming by and watching. It was a really fun Magma trotting. We actually let's pick. You know what? I'm gonna pick next week's Magma Monday topic, and it's gonna be fish because of all the fish that we've been drawing. Yeah, thank you. Monday we'll be drawing fish again. I think I might do that. I might pick someone else's drawing and make that the topic for next week. But yeah, bye bye.